Hey guys, so today I'm going to go through, I didn't even know it was coming out today, but we're going through the next part of Art Guardian. And I thought I'd show you guys, other side, I thought I'd show you guys the Doro flag I've got. I plan on taking that to conventions. I got some from friends of mine. Kitty Game Time on TikTok, by the way, you should check them out. And you can't really see it, but on my mic stand here, I've got this little Leviathan I was actually able to get. That's from AGF, the big, I think it's in Korea, the big gaming anime festival. They're like a Nikke thing. So she's sitting there, she's magnetic, sitting on top of my mic stand. Anyways, enough of that, let's get into Nikke. Let me fix my screen here. I will move the door out of the way a little bit there so that we can see more of the screen. I guess make me a little bit bigger. Maybe I'll put me up here. I'll try that. I'll double check and see if it's visible. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into this. I cannot wait. Like I keep saying, I can't wait for the song for this to come out. To actually get it at the end of this event or whenever it is. Alright, so we've got 5, so we'll be able to go through most of the story will be probably spread out through here, so we'll be able to go through 5 steps of it. Okay, let me just make sure. Yeah, I think I'll leave it like that. All right, cool. Snow White opens her eyes and finds herself in the infirmary. Oh yeah, that's right. We just had the big attack. I gotta put myself in the mindset of where we were. So we just had that huge attack from multiple heretics. They basically looked like mass-produced heretics. The commander went down. Lily Weiss went down. Scarlet Dorothy went down. Rapunzel went down. You know, and I'm realizing this is not a lot different from what she faced in Goddess Fall, to be honest. All of her squad mates went down a second time. Kind of Goddess Fall. Whatever happens here, it seems like Goddess Fall might have been a repeat of whatever she has to face in this event, unfortunately. But Snow White opens her eyes and finds herself in the infirmary. Running her hands over her body, she finds nothing wrong. She pushes herself up from the bed.
Why am I... What happened?
A sharp stab of pain shoots through her head. She clutches her temples. Is this her mind switch? Her first time? Vivid memories come flooding back.
There are more!
The Black Heretics land. Let me just make sure you guys can still see this full screen. Okay. Encircling the fallen Lily Weiss. Oh, jeez. After staring down at her for a long while, the heretics all reach out their hands in unison. Snow White unleashes a barrage of bullets in a frenzy. She refrains from using missiles for fear of injuring Lily Weiss. Her rounds are quickly spent. She pulls out another magazine and attempts to reload. Her trembling hands fumble the magazine, and it falls pitifully to the ground. She doesn't have any other magazine she can load. Her gaze shifts on the one on the ground. She has to pick it up. She has to pick it up, reload, and shoot the heretics. But she can't bring herself to reach for the magazine nor lift her head. Come on, Snow. If she does, the heretics might be looking right at her. Cold sweat runs down her body, so she's literally like frozen looking at them, trying to take action, but she can't. She wants to run away.
I have to grab it!
Her eyes are still fixed on the floor until the foot of a black heretic comes into view. Oh shit. The heretic is heading her way. Her eyes quiver as she looks up. One of the heretics is walking toward her. It's almost like Terminator vibes here. Snow White drops to her knees.
No!
Her supernatural firepower and lightning-fast regenerative abilities make her a formidable foe. Literally like a Terminator. On the other hand, Lily Weiss and Rapunzel lie fallen on the ground. I have to do this. Snow White repeats to herself over and over as she kicks off the ground and stands up. She snatches the magazine, reloads, and aims for the head. In that instant, she sees the heretic's face. Though partly hidden, her red eyes and emotionless expression can be faintly made out. It is the face Snow White has seen countless times before, the face of her comrades who fought alongside her. Yeah, these are like mass-produced Nikkes. To her, the Black Heretic is someone who was once an ally. Same as Lily Weiss, who is now taken by the Queen. She tries to pull the trigger, but her finger doesn't move. Pull it. Pull it. Pull the trigger. I have to save Lilith and Rapunzel.
Pull the trigger!
I can just imagine her just like I can feel in my body, if I was her, I could feel just holding the gun and just trembling, and like your muscle in your hand just like frozen stiff, and you're just like trying to like pull that trigger, and it's just your body won't move. I could literally feel it. The heretic's head explodes. The figure standing before her, both fearsome and pitiable, collapses. Across from the heretic, a white flower splattered with red. That's an interesting way to describe Lily Weiss. A white flower splattered with red.
Snow White.
Lilith?
Snow White, don't worry. I'll protect you.
The white flower, stained red, dances in the wind. Oh my god. Holy crap. That is beautiful. And the way that they're describing this is just incredible. It sways back and forth freely and without restraint. Look at that art. God, look at that. That is beautiful. Wow. Listen, just listen to this. The white flower, stained red, dances in the wind. It sways back and forth freely and without restraint. And then they show this. A black flower snaps. Its black petals scatter, and the stem breaks. Whoosh. A gentle wind brushes past Snow White. This is like poetically describing what the situation is, but also the lens, probably the lens through which Snow White is viewing this whole interaction take place. I could imagine that this is like the memory that current Snow White has of this event, and like the poetic lens that she can put on it now from a different perspective. It's so beautiful. She looks down on the ground. Black petals lie scattered in every direction. It's literally like, oh my god, dude, it's literally like Snow White in her own mind describing the beauty of Lily Weiss from her perspective, like from her memories. I love how they're doing this. She raises her head and sees the red stained white flower. Lily Weiss, pure and beautiful, resembles the white flower just like always.
Snow White,
That
are
was
you
amazing.
alright? That took a while, but it's done. You're not hurt, are you?
Lilith,
Yes, I'm here.
don't die.
Man, her voice acting is so good.
I won't.
Wow. Yeah, that's how she's remembering it all. Oh, man. Snow White grabs her head even more tightly. Oh, man. The art, I swear, Nikke Shift Up is just doing better and better art for each story. It's so good. She couldn't do anything. Like a complete fool, she couldn't even reload her own weapon as always. No. All she could do was sit there and hope to be rescued. The red wolf who once cradled her fragility and kept her safe is gone. So poetic still. The white flower that did the same is now withering. She must do something. As she grits her teeth and tries to steel herself, the black heretic's face resurfaces in her mind. Expressionless yet so familiar up close. I feel like this is where she's gonna have a mind switch. Snow White becomes certain. If the same situation were to happen again, she would respond in the same way as she did before. And we just went through Snow White's Bond story, and the Bond story was really just about how Snow White was like processing all of the past and going back. You guys should watch it, but going back to when she was still with all of her squad members, and how it was like representing the transition of like the mantle of leadership from Lily Weiss to Snow White, because obviously Dorothy failed in that regard, and I feel like this is significant because she knows that she's failing here, and in the present, Snow White knows that that's no longer an option. She can't, you know, she didn't hesitate when she fought the Queen, but it's kind of, I just like the contrast here between the past and the present. She clutches her head in anguish. The otherwise quiet infirmary is filled with shallow groans and the sound of hair being pulled out. Wow. Hair being pulled out. That's kind of dark.
There's so much to do.
All right, this is pretty heavy getting into this.
I just need a short.
I still haven't bought Emma's new skin. I probably will get it later. I don't know if I'm going to get Quincy. It's okay. I'm not a big fan of like the whole ballet swan thing. I mean, it kind of fits her, I guess. It's just it doesn't look good enough for me to probably spend the $20 on. I mean, we've already bought so many skins over the last year. Okay. I should have gotten water. Snow White opens the door leading to the lobby. I wonder why people are pulling their hair out. Is it just in anguish, maybe? Trauma? Dorothy, Scarlet, and Rapunzel look at her. Okay, so they're all up and okay now.
You're up? How are you feeling? I'm okay. I'm sorry.
'Tis fortunate it hath come to an end. 'Twould seem more of those damnable abominations have sprung forth in you.
How about you, Rapunzel? Are you okay?
She got like her top blown apart.
Yes, I'm fine.
Just fixed pretty quick though.
But your shoulder.
My parts are always in surplus after all.
It would be disastrous if Rapunzel were injured, so we always make sure to keep plenty of her spare parts on hand.
Yeah, it makes sense. She's the healer.
That's good.
I appreciate your concerns, Snow White.
And you two? Are you all right? Well enough, as you can see.
I endured a direct blow from those infernal scoundrels. Mine frame was nigh unto dust, yet by some miracle it was salvaged.
They basically, Dorothy and Scarlet just got mainly hit with the lasers.
Such is the strange grace bestowed upon we Nikkes. So long as the components be at hand, restoration shall ever be within our grasp.
I still don't understand how that works with cores though, because if we remember, like, Rappy at the very beginning got like her head chopped off, her body got left wherever, and then they basically had Rappy at that point had 2 cores, we know that, And then when Rappy's body like regrew, both cores regrew as well. It's like I don't understand quite how that works. Maybe it's been explained, but I don't know. Anyway, side point.
That might not be the most appropriate thing to say in front of people who were at death's door just a while ago.
Whatever hath transpired, we yet live. That is what truly matters.
Fair point.
I still can't get that image of Lily Weiss out of my mind. Like, that was so good. I'm just like blown away by that. And it's hard to even focus on what they're saying here. Whatever's transpired, we live. That is what truly matters. That's true. They're all alive.
And the commander?
Probably not doing so well.
The commander was seriously injured,
Well,
so he was transported to the VTC hospital managed by headquarters.
However, he probably has good regenerative abilities like we do. We don't know. I don't know how, to what degree, though.
They say his internal organs were severely damaged.
And now that we know that the legendary commander is Anderson, without a doubt, oh my gosh, dude. I cannot wait to see Snow White meet the command. Oh, man. It hasn't even happened yet. I'm still already getting emotional about that. Like, I can't wait to see Snow White meet the legendary commander again. I hope it's a good interaction when they do. I hope that they do. Because she's been carrying around his dog tags that whole time. And I don't think she knows that he's alive. You know, we weren't even sure for the longest time that he was the legendary commander, but this event has basically confirmed that. And man, that would be amazing, because obviously Lily Weiss is gone, and she has to fight the queen who's taken her form. But to see her meet Anderson as the legendary commander again, I hope that happens. It'd be so amazing to see. Anyways,
But he'll be fine, right?
yeah, he will be fine.
He's made of tough stuff, so he's not in any mortal danger. The VTC personnel are tending to him personally, so there's no need to worry.
I just wonder why. Wonder what happened after that.
To survive with a fist lodged in one side and yet still live, 'tis not short of the supernatural.
I mean, we fell off of a freaking whaley, and we somehow survived.
He'll return as soon as he's been treated. We just need to wait a little.
Good to know.
Although I don't know if Anderson has the same regenerative abilities we do.
How about Lilith?
Probably not doing so well.
Oh.
Oh my!
Oh, there she is.
Everyone seems to be doing fine. Youth really is a blessing.
Lilith,
Yes? What is it?
thank you for saving me.
Don't mention it. That's what I'm here for. All right, everyone. Just rest for now. The second phase of the sealing process was successfully completed, so things should be quiet for a while.
And they have, what, 3 more phases?
If you need to tend to any repairs, do so now. Understood?
What knowledge hast thou gained of those black heretics?
We're still looking into it. I'm sure we'll get answers soon. If there's any silver lining to this, they don't appear to wield the same power as Anichiro. Most likely due to a difference in body specs.
Yeah, if they're just mass-produced Nikkes, they're probably, like, somewhat built in the resemblance or the likeness of Anichiro, but just without her power.
'Tis a great
That's what it
relief.
seemed like.
Anyway, all we can do is wait for now.
And we don't know exactly where they're coming from, because Oswald was saying that, you know, he was getting the top secret documents about the fact that Anichiro was being studied, and we know that Mir is still a factor and alive and well. And we don't know how much of those are Mir's responsibility or just the queen, or, you know, we don't know exactly what's behind it. We do know that, again, like, if you remember, like, Enoch had made that contract with, I think it was Chatterbox, that, you know, they would release Nikkes to be corrupted periodically as a, you know, a defense of not being attacked or something. We don't know what's all involved.
I know this is easier said than
That was
done,
years later.
but rest. Got it? I'll see you all later.
Lily Weiss opens the door and steps out. Snow White stares blankly, watching Lilith leave.
We still don't know how Lilith's doing, do we?
No.
Her countenance bore the mark of grievous illness.
Nikkes are
Yeah,
immune
dude.
to all diseases by default. But the fact that she coughed up blood means something's amiss with her body.
I wonder if what's happening to her body here will have any if like pertinence or like we'll tie it all into the fact that the queen now controls her body. Like, is there something about the like is there something about the reason her body's collapsing now that will play a role later in the present time story? I'm kind of curious about that.
Snow White,
Yes?
go after Lilith.
Go after her.
Talk to her.
I don't think that's a good idea. If I go after her now, all I'll do is cling to her and cry.
Oh. Man, I really feel for Snow. That's so sad.
She has enough on her mind as it is. I shouldn't add to it. She'll talk to us. Once she's sorted out her thoughts, I'm sure of it.
She did leave that last message. We know that from the Bond story, and well, not just the Bond story, but I don't remember when that was introduced. But maybe that was can't remember if it was Red Ash, Overzone, or Old Tales.
Until then, I'll wait.
Oh my.
You really have grown up.
Seest thou? Did I not intimate as much?
Intimate.
It's only natural that we change, whether we like it or not.
Ironic, coming from Dorothy. Definitely some foreshadowing there that took place.
For Lilith, may she rest in peace.
I really like the, if you look at the design of her attack, like the white streak beams, it's so nice because, I mean, obviously it goes with Snow White, but the way that they made them look, just, I think looks really great. And just, like, appreciating the design that they put into the art of her burst.
Flophouse?
Is this Enoch on the side here?
Yes.
VTC Priestess. Is this new? I'm not sure what this is. Her chest here is like almost like 3D with like code going through it. That's interesting. And this is like a church thing or a cross, like in a cathedral. Is this like religious? I wonder if it's tied to Deep at all. Deep is kind of like a religious cult, right? We don't know a lot about Deep yet, so...
It's a unique substance that can be extracted from your blood.
What is it exactly?
Why is she talking to him about Vapaso?
To put it simply, it is a substance that kills nanomachines, including the nymph within a Nikke's brain. It can also disintegrate the physical body of a heretic.
A heretic?
Yes. Not long ago, 5 heretics attacked the Ark entrance. The Goddess Squad wiped them all out. One of them was exposed to the Vophaus within you, which caused the collapse of her nanomachines and the loss of her regenerative abilities.
Where did Enoch come from, by the way? I need to research that, because I wonder if she's at all related to Enoch. She has, like, the same face covering, and it's interesting. Maybe she was the precursor of Enoch or something?
She was ultimately eliminated by the Goddess Squad. Additionally, when we administered it to the captured heretic Anichiro, it was confirmed the Vophaus in your blood is genuine.
When we administered it to Anichiro? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's why Anichiro... Okay, so when Cinderella woke up after... So after, in the main story, when we defeat... gosh, I'm forgetting the name of the boss. It's at the end of the Crystal region. Mirror Container. When we defeat Mirror Container and then Cinderella finally wakes up, she doesn't quite remember who she is and she needs to be, like, reminded. At first, she's, like, going along with what Behemoth says, and Behemoth's trying to tell her she's Anichiro, and then she remembers, she talks to Grave, and that was a very emotional scene, too, but that was, I love that part, and then she finally remembers who she is, and, there's that whole interaction. I wonder if this right here has to do with the fact that she kind of couldn't remember at that point when she first woke up, because they were, like, testing some of the Vop House on Cinderella.
While there were minor complications, it's nothing to be concerned about. We've assigned Hellhound to the matter. It should be resolved soon.
Wait, what is she talking? Hellhound? While there were minor complications, it's nothing to be concerned about. I don't know who Hellhound is.
So you're telling me that heretic disintegrated because of my blood?
That's correct.
Well, she did stab me in the guts. Maybe it wasn't my blood that did it, but my fecal matter.
Wait, what? She did stab me in the... Okay. Is that the brown Vop House? We've got the red Vop House, the white Vop House, now the brown Vop House. Wait, I was just gonna say, the priestess here, reminds me of like a mixture of, like, if you took like the Deep priestess lady and you took, or you know, those people from Deep, mixed it with like Enoch, it's kind of like, seems like she's kind of in between those two. It's interesting.
Not your type of humor. Noted.
Much appreciated.
So, how is any of this even possible? Why is there such a substance in my blood, and why is it lethal to the heretics?
Now, there's an event I didn't finish going through where they talk about the tests they were doing on the commander and you know, why he's number 7. I didn't finish that event. Probably be missing context from that, but it's okay.
I can only disclose that it's part of a long-forgotten project known as Mechanical Messiah.
Mechanical Messiah? So trying to turn the commander into like a Jesus figure that can resurrect, basically, and not die. I need to go back and finish watching that event. Because that event, I don't remember what it's called, but it's not in the archives yet. I was watching it on YouTube. I just didn't finish it. It's not a very long event, but they talk about that whole project, and I think that it's like talking about it from the commander's perspective, like, and why the commander's known as number 7. But he must be involved in that project.
The details of which I cannot share. Even to you, Commander.
Yeah, she's probably involved with Deep somehow, would be my guess.
Classified. Figures.
And this may tie into what we're going to learn more about with Neon's story.
I couldn't care less what you're up to at the VTC.
At the VTC? It must be like this organization, religious.
But keep doing your dirty work in the shadows, and one day, it'll catch up with you.
That sounds like foreshadowing. I'm putting my bet on that's going to have something to do with Neon.
Do you really think that'll happen?
Right now, you can act as if you're untouchable, since this is your world.
Your world. Interesting. What does he mean by that? Does he mean like this is your world in the sense like this is your world of expertise, or this is like the Ark is your world, or like the world, the Earth is your world? Because that's a very different statement depending on what he means there.
But the second things backfire and the consequences of your filthy actions start affecting us.
Us? Does he mean humans? She must not be human. She looks, I mean, obviously either AI or Nikke.
Prepare for the church to close its doors.
Okay, so I think they're just referring to like the church versus like the humans in the Ark. So, like, whatever her religious, like, organization is, I think he means within that.
I shall bear that in mind.
It's not every day you get to chat with a VTC priestess, so let me ask you
So
something.
there's more than one of her. This must have something to do with Deep.
The Ark.
Maybe before Deep had to go underground.
It wasn't built after the Rapture invasion, was it?
Okay, hold on. What is he saying here? So, the Ark was built before the Rapture invasion. Perhaps, okay, here's what I'm guessing. Perhaps this organization, Deep, who is this, probably tied into this VTC. Like, VTC was probably whatever Deep was before Deep became Deep, right? So, I'm guessing that they had some sort of access to Raptures before Raptures invaded. Built the Ark deep underground as a way to, like, study it, or to maybe try to build off of the technology, and then somehow that led to the Raptures, like, invading the Earth, or who knows, but I'm guessing it's something like that. Who knows, we'll see.
Why do you think so?
Because it's rather strange, if you ask me. I took a little field trip down to the Ark once.
So he hasn't been there much.
You're telling me that massive advanced underground city was constructed in just a few years?
Yeah, that's probably been there forever, and that's probably why we have the supermassive, like, Rapture cores, like, powering it at the center. They probably were in contact with Raptures in some manner, like, or maybe the Raptures have always been there. Or maybe it's, like, similar to, like the idea that, the Raptures were there a long time ago, and they discovered the massive core kind of within the Earth, and they built, like, a research facility around it, like, at some point in human history, and then the Raptures, like, came back for it or something. Like, maybe they were gone and came back, and that was, like, something that had remained there forever, and then they just used the Ark to like, try to save humanity, because it was really one of the only things that they had at the time. That would make sense to me.
It was not even mid-construction. It was basically finished.
You're seriously underestimating humanity's technological prowess.
Okay, she's just stalling.
We've even come close to the realm of the divine before.
What does that mean? Maybe that's... Maybe humans, or whatever she is, these AI that were studying the core, the Rapture massive core, I'm guessing maybe they, like, tried to develop technology and that's what created Nikke's, or maybe accidentally created the Queen, or God only knows, who knows what happened.
That's ridiculous. Just excavating all that dirt alone would have taken a decade. After thinking it through, I've got two theories.
Maybe he got too close to the truth, and that's why they had to kind of shuffle him away into the Ark and the central government, just to kind of keep ties on him or something.
Either you've got tech that defies belief,
Most likely.
or you predicted the Rapture invasion a long time ago.
Probably both.
Seems one of the two theories holds truth after all.
Yeah.
Your suspicion is nothing more than baseless conjecture.
More stalling.
Naturally, since you didn't leave behind any evidence. Oh, just to be clear.
And she's probably not going to allow him to talk about this.
This is pure curiosity on my part.
He put the disclaimer, just for entertainment purposes only.
I've no intentions of stirring up trouble, so chill.
Yeah, that's not gonna fly with them.
Appreciate the thought.
Yeah, she's like, you're the legendary commander. You have too much influence, and that's probably why he's gonna get shuffled away.
Anyway, how's my physical body?
We had to remove a significant portion of your internal organs.
Oh, jeez. That's kind of similar to, Johan.
You might not be able to live an ordinary life from now on. Any strenuous movements will undoubtedly have a big impact on your daily life.
I wonder if they did that intentionally, or if it's legitimate.
If there's any time I could use one of your so-called miracles, now would be it.
Right, I agree.
The only reason you have made it this far is because of a miracle. Otherwise, you would already be dead.
I'm pretty sturdy, you know.
Yes, I am aware. That is precisely why you can still stand and speak. An ordinary human would have been bedridden and on life support for the rest of their days.
Well, thanks.
Think nothing of it.
I should get going. My poor subordinates must be wearing a hole in the floor waiting for me.
Now, here's the question. Is she going to let him leave? Because when, for whatever reason, Snow White assumes that the legendary commander is dead in the present day, does she let him go here?
Thanks a bunch. I owe you one.
That's not a good... That doesn't sound good. The commander leaves the room.
Next time someone leaves, at least say goodbye. I swear, you VTC weirdos are so thick-headed.
Yeah, are they just going to grab him right here?
Hmm?
Yep, I knew it. I knew it. They're not letting him go. God damn it.
Hey, is this door busted or what?
Okay,
It won't
so
open.
this is why Snow thinks he died. I wonder what the rest of this crew's response is going to be to this, including Lilith.
Is that so?
Yeah, she's like, you know too much. This is where he gets screwed over.
You bastards! What the hell do you think you're doing?
Yeah, he has too much influence. The VTC priestess tases the commander. He drops to the floor without so much as a sound.
The Vapaus is a precious piece of lost technology, especially to us. We cannot afford to lose such a rare specimen.
So they're taking him because of Vophouse and because he knows too much of, he's guessing all the right things. And then I'm assuming that Neon and her glasses, Neon was like, I'm guessing Neon was a plant. Unknowingly, I bet Neon doesn't even, know what the deal is with that, but was an unknowing plant to keep tabs on us, the current commander, who also has Vophouse. Because the glasses unlocked kind of the entrance to, that area where Deep was. And Neon knows she's a spy, right? I'm guessing that might be all linked together. The door opens and the central government soldiers enter. They tie up the fallen commander and lift him up.
Easy. I'm a patient here.
You will be taken to the laboratory.
I wonder how they keep tabs on him though, because Anderson's top command in the Ark now, basically. So,
for the sake of humanity's future, I request your full cooperation in donating your blood.
Okay.
Listen, I have to go back.
Yeah, he needs to get back to his team.
My subordinates and I need to defend against those raptures.
Yeah, she's not going to let him. I mean, they already know that they're going to seal the Ark. So this confirms as well that the anger that Lilith and Anderson had, or I guess the LC had at the very beginning of this event, wasn't because they knew that, the Goddess God was going to get locked out, but rather that humanity was going to get locked out. He still doesn't know that they're planning to lock everybody out, including, Goddess Squad members.
Once that's done, I'll give you as much blood as you want. So untie me.
Yeah, but giving blood's not an issue. She doesn't really want the blood. They just care because he knows too much.
Take him away.
Yeah. He knows too much and they don't like it. Oh, sorry, let's read this. The central government soldiers drag the commander away. The commander jerks his head back, then whips it to the side. The sound of breaking bone echoes as a soldier's nose crumbles under the impact. Did he just headbutt them? Yeah, he did. He just broke their nose with his skull. The commander drives his shoulder into another soldier's jaw. Another grisly snap rings out, and the soldier... He's just... Oh my god. He's just smacking him with his random body parts.
Awfully presumptuous of you to think two pathetic grunts could restrain me.
She's gonna tase him again. The priestess fires the taser once again. The commander slumps weakly to the ground. The VTC priestess steps forward to check the commander's vitals and breathing.
Thought you might be dead, but it seems you merely lost consciousness.
Yeah, he's not gonna die from tasing. What are you talking about?
It's getting harder to tell who the real monster is anymore.
Raptors are no fun. I don't like them.
What an interesting event so far.
Ammo check. All good.
Okay. Let's see where we at in this. We got 2 more. There's a lot of story going on here. The commander opens his eyes. The VTC priestess sits across
I
from
see
him.
you felt it necessary to hog-tie me.
We've also administered a tranquilizer.
Just one man, not an elephant.
It doesn't seem to make a difference. You're far more conscious than a human who's been tranquilized.
Well then, mind telling me what's up with this circus?
We intend to study your blood and develop a method to mass-produce Vophouse.
Again, if they really cared that much about that, he's willing to do it. He's not going to run away. I mean, it's because he was guessing and hitting on all the right points and she didn't like it.
And if you take a few too many pints of blood, I'll die.
You need not worry. We will only extract enough to keep you alive.
Yeesh. Is that how they keep him under tabs? They just keep him weak?
Can't I just give you a little bit at a time?
If the sample size is too small, it will create difficulties in several aspects.
Yeah, that's just a front.
I've no idea what's gotten you in such a tizzy.
Because you got too close to the truth.
But I'm the commander of the Goddess Squad.
It's because the Ark was there forever ago, and they already knew the Rapture invasion was coming. Because they had already had access to the massive core probably buried underground, is my guess, and they'd been studying it forever, developing technology off of it, and then they knew, based on that information, that the Raptures were going to come. They can't release that to the public because they'd get so much backlash that, you know, it wouldn't... And with he's got kind of a big mouth, right? So he would obviously... But he's also rational, right? Like, I feel like the Legendary Commander could probably understand, like, you know, that yes, this is the truth, but we can't just tell anybody and everyone about this. But they don't probably trust him.
I'm currently part of an operation to guard the Ark's entrance while it's being sealed. If I don't do my job, thousands, maybe even tens of thousands, could die.
So they care more about their secret being kept under wraps than people dying.
I see.
Let me guess. You don't care.
Nope.
No, I do not. Besides, humanity has already lost. During the first phase of the sealing, all key personnel have already descended into the Ark.
Yeah, she doesn't care at all. And I still don't know if she's AI or a Nikke or what, but...
In truth, that number alone is sufficient to maintain the Ark.
Or just a modified human.
Nevertheless, the reason we have to push through to Phase 3 is for the sake of the ignorant masses.
Phase 3? What happened to Phases 4 and 5?
Are they just giving everyone false hope?
So you're cutting the operation short at Phase 3?
Indeed.
Oh my.
The Raptures have already begun mass-producing heretics.
We knew that.
To delay any further would put the Ark in serious peril.
Okay, so it's a defensive thing. They're just sacrificing everybody. I mean, it's an asshole move, but...
We must protect its citizens.
How merciful of the VTC. A real bunch of saints.
Thank you.
You could lose the Goddess Squad.
They don't care. They already plan to lose them. They're just gonna sack them.
You don't care about that either?
Nope. Dude, I'd be so pissed. I would be so mad. This is where he actually finds out.
Technology is ever advancing. The latest generation is already on the heels of the Grimm's model.
I'm trying to think of who she's referring to.
a fool believes higher specs are the answer to everything.
The war is already lost, and humanity has retreated below the surface. The gifted must prepare for the future, for the counterattack yet to come. Your blood donation will serve as one of the cornerstones.
I'm done talking to the help. Call for your leader.
Who is her leader? Or is she the leader? Or are they all like a hive mind kind of thing?
If we're going to have a real conversation, I need to talk to someone of my rank.
This is where things could get sticky, because you've got the rank within the central government, which, yeah, he's the LC. And then you've got this under, like, deep, basically, I mean, what you'd call kind of like a deep state kind of organization, religious organization that's really controlling everything. So she may be, quote unquote, outranking him.
This matter has been authorized by the higher-ups, straight from the top.
And she's not going to say who that is.
Oh? The one you call His Holiness?
It says Her Holiness here. It's interesting.
Yes.
And we still don't know who 6-0 is, by the way.
Crazy bunch of cultish freaks.
Kindly mind your words.
What a load of crap. If you were about to spend your life as a walking blood bag, you wouldn't be minding your words either.
Fair point.
Now, untie me and let me leave.
No.
I'll give you my autograph.
I'll take his autograph.
No need.
Fine. I'm feeling generous. How about a photo?
Hey, that's like a 2-for-1.
Not interested.
Okay then. How about a dinner date with me?
No, thank you.
That is funny.
Excuse me, priestess.
What is it? I told you no one is authorized to enter.
I apologize, but we have a situation.
What situation?
A central government soldier approaches the VTC priestess and whispers. Her face twists and contorts.
What did you say?
I wonder what's happening.
The officials are waiting outside.
Excuse me for a moment. We shall continue this conversation when I return.
What, did His Holiness pass away? He did seem like he was hanging on by a thread.
So he knows who the top of this organization is, and apparently he or her is not in good health.
Oh snap, did I get it right?
He probably did, because he's gotten everything else right, and she's not liking it. She's not going to increase his chances of getting anywhere out of here.
Told you. You should have lived a bit more righteously. Now you'll pay the price for your sins.
Damn, karma's a bitch. With a grim expression, the priestess leaves the room, accompanied by the soldier. I can just kind of see him in the background, the LC just kind of gloating over his own kind of like, you know, ha, I got you moment. The door opens and closes behind them. The commander strains his ears, listening to the sounds beyond the door. The priestess raises her voice, gradually getting louder until she's nearly shouting. The commander's only regret is that he can't step outside and revel in her misery. That is hilarious. It grows quiet outside. A loud noise echoes, clearly audible even through the door. Something snapped? Is she killing someone? The commander recognizes the sound from his days as a mercenary. Did she just break someone's neck? It's the sound of a bone breaking. The door opens. A central government soldier walks in and stops before him. Did he just kill her? Is he like undercover?
What now?
I'm guessing that's what just happened.
Do you remember me?
Huh. The platoon leader from the corridor.
Okay, so it's the same guy when he was having, you know, him and Lilith were extremely angry.
Oh,
Here to break me out?
yes. Hold on.
Damn. So there's obviously a divide going on here between Deep, or that religious organization, the VTC, and the central government. There's some sort of, seems like war going on. The platoon leader hands move quickly.
Let me get these off you. Just bear with me.
What are you doing here anyway?
I was dispatched here from the headquarters. I heard of your arrival, so I thought I'd drop by and say hello. But something felt off. Everyone was acting all secretive and the tension was palpable. Then I overheard you and the priestess talking through the door.
If you're here, you must be one of them, right? A real hardcore devotee of the VTC.
That's right. I've been baptized as well.
Interesting. Okay. So he just killed a priestess, though.
So what possessed you to snap a priestess's neck?
I worship the goddess squad above all else.
Yeah, there's a divide. Okay, so maybe it's not between the central government. Maybe it's within the cult itself.
Done. Can you stand?
And he does worship the goddess god. We saw that earlier. He was literally praising them.
Damn, I feel like death warmed over.
It's remarkable that you're able to stand in your condition. Here, hang on to me. Let's go. The hangar's up ahead. Inside is the ATV I arrived in. Use it.
All right, thanks.
Footsteps echo in the distance.
We finally got caught. Took them long enough, their security is pretty sloppy. 10 or more inbound, armed from the sound of their heavy footsteps.
Are they just going to see a bunch of VTC priestesses with guns? Is that it? Or are these like VTC soldiers? Does the cult have its own kind of military, or?
Hey, platoon leader, got any spare steel for me? A sidearm works too. I don't miss.
No, he doesn't.
1 second.
The platoon leader rummages through his jacket.
Here, the key to the ATV.
Why are you giving this to me? Wait, you're not...
Please hurry.
Enough, just hand me the gun. This will be easy target practice.
This is one of the main VTC facilities. There are numerous autonomous weapons here, as well as Nikke's. Moving around with an open wound is reckless, even for someone as invincible as you.
I'm fine. You can see that.
You're drenched in sweat and pale as a sheet. The goddess squad is waiting. They need you.
They do.
Humanity is in your hands, Commander.
I'm curious if he makes it back to them, though. At some point, Snow assumes he's dead.
Fine. Just count on me.
The platoon leader salutes.
Thank you, and the goddess squad, for everything you have done for humanity.
The commander returns the salute. The leader pivots and runs, disappearing down the bend in the corridor. Gunfire erupts. He's just sacrificing himself. The commander pushes his unresponsive body to obey and sprints forward. This is basically what happened with Haran and Isabel. But, you know, truncated.
Pick up any bottle caps you can.
Oh man.
We're not done. Keep going.
I'm really curious how this plays out with Neon now. They're setting it up for Neon's story, is what they're doing here. Like, I think part of the backstory will tie into what happens with her. Alright, do we have one more? Last one. For today. The Ark's entrance. Okay. He's back. Got his squad in the commander's room.
Is that for real?
Do you really think I would make this up?
Okay, so he's just telling Lilith about it?
I knew you weren't ordinary, but I never imagined
okay,
your blood
Vatos.
held such a secret.
Right? I feel like some kind of legendary hero.
I had my suspicions, but for the VTC to kidnap the commander of the goddess squad is awfully audacious of them. It's not just audacious, it's downright insane.
They've always been pulling crazy stunts like this. This time, we're the lucky victims.
Should we turn the place upside down?
she could.
It's not worth our time.
We both know this won't be the end of them.
Nope, it won't.
We'll be fine. Everyone here is sane. Not even the most fanatical VTC devotee would dream of messing with us here. And frankly, I don't have the mental capacity to deal with them right now.
They abducted you under the guise of treatment only to turn you into their test subject.
True, but they do have to finish helping get as many people as they can inside the Ark, and then they can deal with that.
Any idea on what they're up to?
If they lay a finger on me or anyone here, it will be the end of VTC. Physically.
Yeah, I'd be pissed.
Talking about this is giving me a headache. This conversation's over. Let's discuss what actually matters.
You mean the fact that Phase 3 is going to be the final phase?
Yeah. Neither the central government nor VTC intends to let the sealing process get to Phase 5. The Twisted Priestess had a lousy way of putting it, but it's not the most outlandish course of action. We're spent, but the Raptures are showing no signs of letting up. Even Raptures that cause corruption are on the rampage, and morale has hit an all-time low. And in the midst of all of that, we've got mass-produced heretics showing up.
Yeah, it is kind of a mess if you've got your troops just getting corrupted and then heretics popping up all over the place.
The Raptures are rolling out some new units. Things are looking pretty serious. They're probably the next generation of weaponry, and there will be many more to come. If we drag this out any longer, the Ark itself will be at risk. This time, we've got to seal it for good.
So what do we do?
Whatever you want. And we'll let the girls do whatever they want.
He's kind of just laying out the situation for Lilith, and then just kind of saying, like, Lilith's still technically the leader, so he's kind of passing it to her for her judgment. I think it's because, you know, he trusts all of their judgment.
I already know what I want to do, but I can't say for sure they feel the same.
What are you talking about? You and I raised them.
Like parents do them.
Why wouldn't they feel the same way?
Yeah, he trusts them. 100%.
So it shall be. Phase 3 marketh the end.
And here I thought 5 phases wouldn't be enough, but they're cutting it even shorter. Then what about the others who thought it would end at Phase 5?
Was there an official announcement?
Rapunzel has the most amount of, what's the word? I don't know if attunement is the right word, but she's most in tune with like how everyone else is kind of, how everybody else would be feeling about it outside of Goddess Squad.
They probably won't be making one.
Oh. So when do we enter the Ark?
We go in together during Phase 3. If that's what you want.
You speak as if we have a choice.
We always do. That's how we've always rolled. We do whatever we want, and we give them killer results.
A choice, you say?
If that's the case...
What's Snow gonna choose here?
What is it, Snow White?
Snow White locks eyes with everyone, gauging the situation. Then it hits her that everyone feels the same as she does.
You have something to say, don't you?
Yeah. Snow's the true leader of I mean, outside of Lilith and Legendary Commander, like, she is the true leader of this squad.
I think we should stay on the surface.
Yeah, she speaks for everybody.
After Phase 3, there will still be people finding their way to the Ark. We'll stay here and protect them until they're safely inside.
For the rest of our lives?
If no one comes for 2 weeks, we'll go down.
Then what if one person shows up every 13 days?
Then we stay.
After Phase 3, the Ark will be sealed completely. How will the people get in? We'll keep them safe and bring them with us when we descend.
What if thousands show up? What's your plan then?
We'll protect everyone and go down together.
And we know from God, I believe Goddess Fall, that there was that huge pile of bodies left outside the Ark where Lilith's body was kind of hiding underneath.
And if they refuse to let us in?
Do not be preposterous. We are the Goddess Squad. Though it feels strange for me to utter such, we are nigh unto myth. Assuredly, they shall be amenable to opening the gates for us at least once.
So there was already there's already suspicion that that was a possibility before the events of Overzone. That's interesting.
When that happens, I'll need the two of you to step up and guarantee our safety.
So, in summary, we're not going down during Phase 3. We'll stay here, hold our position, and wait, protecting any latecomers, humans and Nikkes alike. If no one comes after 2 weeks, we'll escort those under our protection down to the Ark. The entrance to the Ark will be opened only at that specific time. Lilith and I will prepare everything in advance for it.
Somehow the legendary commander, makes it back into the Ark, though. And we know that Lilith dies right outside the Ark. Like, we already know that occurs. And we know from the events of Overzone that the Goddess Squad was locked out after waiting. And that the legendary commander wasn't with them at that time. So something happens where, for some reason, they assume the legendary commander is dead, but he still somehow makes it into the Ark, which is really interesting.
Did I miss anything?
No.
It was perfect.
A stellar summary.
He ought to be proficient at that, at the very least.
It's an insane plan. The logistics alone are a nightmare. It'll require every last ounce of our strength, mentally and physically. But we're also the only ones who can carry it out.
That is true. Everybody nods.
All right, we stay. Let's see this through to the end.
Could you promise me one thing?
What now?
When we return to the Ark,
I wonder what she's going to ask here.
please make sure we're well compensated for all of this.
Yeah, Dorothy wanted recognition, and they stole it from her. And that's the problem. That's like the crux of the problem with Dorothy, is that it wasn't just about... I mean, it largely was about, Pine and, all the other stuff that happened in Overzone. But this is the crux of it, is that Dorothy felt like her and everybody else deserved so much more for their efforts, and then they basically betrayed them. Dorothy talked a lot about, we're going to go to paradise, right? Back to the Ark with Pine. And that was kind of like the emotional side of it, but she really wanted this, I think.
In whatever form it may be.
And that still, up to the current present time in the story, is kind of, still driving all of her actions. It just consumed her, which caused her to basically lose her, her squad. Present day squad.
Sure, I'll do everything in my power. No, I promise. They'll reward each of us palaces and enough money to last a lifetime. Our story will be turned into a novel, adapted into movies and games.
I mean, he kind of fulfilled on that, because, he half fulfilled on it, I believe, right? Because whatever happened, he was still in the Ark afterwards. He got in, they did not. I bet he had something to do with them being kind of mythified in this way. But obviously they weren't allowed back in the Ark. Maybe he did that after the fact. Or maybe it was the Ark's decision. But half of this came true.
Heck, they may even start a religion in our name.
Oh my.
We'll make a splashy debut in politics.
Oh.
And we'll create a manufacturing company capable of standing toe-to-toe with the likes of Elysian, Bacillus, and Tetra. And we'll call it Snow.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Oh, man. I wonder if this is foreshadowing something that could come later. I mean, we know that Snow White's current weaponry is developed by Eden. That's so crazy. He's saying we'll call it Snow. What is Snow White's reaction to this gonna be?
Wow.
We'll even open a kendo school.
I mean, it makes sense because she's like the weapons expert. But man, can you imagine? Can you imagine if Snow White gets to reunite with Legendary Commander and make that a reality in the Ark at some point? That would be so cool. A kendo school?
Whatever that may mean.
Oh, for Scarlet.
And a Mecha Destructor Zoo.
Oh my god, a Mecha Destructor Zoo. He's just totally teasing Lilith right now, like she's gonna smack him in the face here. Yeah. He's gonna put her in a zoo. That is freaking hilarious. Oh my god.
Drink for days with beauties in both arms. And then
And that's why she likes him.
you'll be hailed as the goddess of victory.
That's so awesome. Dorothy here is kind of awestruck, which is sad because we know what happens. They're all awestruck, but
Huh.
This will be our last operation on the surface, but it'll also be the longest, as well as the most difficult. Get some rest, everyone.
the longest for sure, because they're not coming back.
Commander? Lilith? There's a place I'd like us to go together. Do you all have time?
I wonder if they're gonna go to where the tree was in the Bond story. I wonder if that's when they write their wishes for the future. I wonder if that's what she's referring to here. I'm assuming that that's it. We'll see if there's any more story after this battle. I've already been at this for an hour, so let's see how much is. Nope. I think that's it, right? Ah, there's a little bit left. Okay. Back to Oswald. It's a call from an unknown number. Oswald has entrusted the Ark's sealing operations to a reliable subordinate. It's a procedural task that follows a manual, after all. Authorization can be granted from anywhere. However, receiving a call from an unknown number at a time like this means something has suddenly changed. Does that have to do with the VTC thing? Perhaps the originally assigned contact cannot be reached. Maybe it was the guy that just died saving the legendary commander. I'm assuming he died. Oswald presses the button and answers.
This is Oswald.
Mister.
Ah, it's Frisia. Frisia got his number. That's
when
cute.
are you coming?
Oh.
How did you get my number?
She's resourceful.
I asked that soldier I gave the documents to back then.
Oh,
He even let me borrow his phone.
nice.
When will you be here, mister?
Man, Frisia's too innocent, too cute, too precious. You need to protect her, bro.
Why didn't you go down during the second phase?
I wanted to talk to you. Why aren't you here?
There's something important I must do.
I see. I'm gonna go down during the 3rd phase.
I don't like this. This is really ominous. I don't like this at all.
I'm making all the soldiers really uncomfortable by staying here. So I'm just gonna go down.
Good thinking.
She doesn't know that the 3rd phase is the last phase, though.
Yeah, so I called to say goodbye. No, not goodbye. More of a see you later.
Hopefully. Hopefully it's not a goodbye.
I'll go first and wait there, so you have to come.
I don't like what they're doing here.
Okay?
Frisia,
I'm gonna go now. See you.
Oswald calls back the number.
Channel is secure.
What were you thinking when you gave out my number?
I apologize. I know you left due to urgent business, but, well, it's just...
There better be a good reason. This is an official central government phone number. If civilians were to gain access to it...
I realize that, but...
You can't just leave the girl on her own, bro.
That kid spent the entire day curled up in the seat you always use.
Oh my gosh.
She said she'd wait until you came back, and she never budged an inch.
Bro.
Even so, my number is...
But, sir, she's just a kid. You should have seen her face. She was on the verge of tears. But she held them in as she spoke.
She's brave as hell.
She asked where you had gone, and if she could make one phone call. I didn't know what else to do. I'm sorry. I take full responsibility for my actions, and will accept the corresponding punishment.
Understood. Be careful from now on.
Sir?
I understand how you feel.
Thank you.
Could I ask you a favor?
I don't like the feeling I'm getting from the whole thing, though.
Yes, of course.
During Phase 3, make sure the girl gets on the elevator bound for the Ark.
Yeah. Please don't let anything happen to her.
You don't need to get involved directly. Just confirm she gets on board.
Dude, I feel anxious about this. Like, I literally feel anxious about this. I do not feel good about this.
If she doesn't, you can use my name. Lie if you have to.
Hopefully nothing happens to her.
Good. Now go.
Don't feel good about it, though.
Yes, sir. Have a good day.
Don't like that at all.
What was he thinking? Seriously.
Ooh, Oswald studies the report displayed on his phone screen.
The heretic Anichiro escaped.
Okay, so we know that they took her. We're testing her. Might have used Vophouse on her, and that might have, or I think, no, they did use Vophouse on her and tested the effects of it on her. It might have affected her memory a little bit. I don't know, but I'm assuming it did. And now she's escaped.
After that, Red Shoes died.
I thought Red Shoes already died.
Anichiro has not been heard from since.
Okay.
It seems like there's an agenda at play. An agenda aimed at the heretics.
Probably something to do with Mirror.
Cinderella is Abe's masterpiece. Not merely in terms of specs. And then there's Vophouse. They say it can destroy nanomachines.
So he's aware of Vophouse. Oswald makes a call.
This is Oswald. I'm gathering all second-generation units to track down Anichiro. Commence preparations.
When is this taking place? Have they... Is this like before Red Hood? No, it can't be. I mean, they already... No, they've already... Never mind, I'm getting confused. So this is all what happened after all of that, because Anichiro was captured, now she's... So when he says second generation units, who is he referring to?
There's a piece of this puzzle that we're obviously missing.
Is he talking about... No, because I'm guessing that Little Mermaid and Hansel, Gretel, and all them have already been like dispersed after the elevator incident.
What's the status of the old VTC laboratory? Understood. Keep monitoring the situation.
So they were okay. So VTC was doing testing on Anichiro. Then sounds like so Deep is involved probably with Mir in some way.
Worst case scenario, we might have a traitor in our midst.
Sounds like Mir.
All right, I'm counting on you.
Oswald hangs up.
Let's roll.
Okay. Ooh, all right. Well, very interesting. A lot of background being supplied here. Let's just finish up some dailies here. What can we get? We can get some tickets. 5. That's not bad. I love the song. I love the song. It's so good. I really want that song. It's like the main thing I'm looking forward to at the end of this event.
Forward shall I press?
I think I can crack a couple things here. What do we got? Let's just pop this. Let's do some pulse here. I'm just gonna pop one of these. Please be SSR. Damn it. I swear, molds are like the worst experience in Nikke. I don't care what they try to do to fix it with these like perfect molds. I don't like it. In my opinion, what they should do is they should allow us in Tribe Tower to advance as far as we want in all these categories. I don't like that we have to wait a week for all of these. I think it's silly. They need to remove that so you can just clear as many as you're able to, just like the main Tribe Tower. I really think that that's silly that we have to wait a week between each of these. And then I also think that this whole system with the molds is very silly because, you know, it's just the RNG. Like, you could have 5 Pilgrims molds in a row, put all that work into it, and get nothing. And it's like, okay, awesome. It's, I don't know, I think it's the dumbest thing in the world. That's like my one gripe with Nikke. That's like the worst part of the experience with cracking those. Anyways, side rant. I'm gonna pop 6 of these. Last time I did a single pull, like, was it yesterday or the day before? I pulled Isabel. And I only need 1 more Pilgrim. I'm just missing the OG Snow White, and then I'll have all the Pilgrims, which is awesome. Because I was debating my biggest debate because I went and I did the I paid the $54 and just so you can basically do the select a Pilgrim selector. For me, it was between Rapunzel for PvP or Isabel, and I was like, well, I'm not going to do Isabel because I don't have Arcana yet, and basically the only time you'll use Isabel is in conjunction with Arcana for like a raid. So I was just like, I'm just going to go with the Rapunzel, and it worked out because then like the next couple days, like 2 days later, or the next day, I literally pulled Isabel, and I was like, thank God I didn't try to get Isabel, and I just ended up with a dupe and no Rapunzel, so it's perfect. But in general, my luck on these is always really bad. Wait, I think we have 1 more. It'd be nice to get 1 SSR out of these, but I don't think we're gonna. Nope. Okay. All right. Anything else? Anything else? I think that's it. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.